Hey part-timers, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do another Give Me 5 from Splinter City, holes 6 through 10. The discs I'm going to use this time are, my driver is an Alpha from Mint Discs. I'm going to use a Squall from DGA for my mid-range. And then my putter is going to be a Pilot. Let's go. All right, hole 6, 243 feet. Really noisy by the road over here. Time for a putter. All right, it punched through. It's got to be one of the noisiest courses to shoot videos at. Literally a highway right next to this hole, but there's an airport nearby, so there's planes going by, and there's also a tourist helicopter pad where tourists to Myrtle Beach can take helicopter rides and stuff. So it's just non-stop noise, and even in the parking lot, there's guys with motorcycles, sports cars coming up. I mean, it's just non-stop noise. I apologize. Just in time, airplane's going over. This Pilot did pretty good, got about 15 feet. Like the feel of this Pilot already. It does have a bead on it, which if you watch my last video, I like putters that are flat with beads on it. Man, this thing's super flat. It's got a bead. I think I might like. One down through my first hole. This one is 263 feet. I remember this from the coverage. It goes straight and turns pretty hard to the right. So I think I'm gonna have to sidearm this. So I'm gonna try this Alpha out on a flick. Well, thank you, tree. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. That disc is not as stable as I thought it was, so duly noted, I'll remember that. All right, I'm left with about a 30-foot putt. Speaking of 30-foot putts, I just did a putt video the other day that talks about this, so you'd think I'd be good at this. I don't know. Hey, still go watch my putt tutorial video. I need to get better at 30-footers. I'm gonna go back and watch it too. So I'm one down through 2 holes. Here's hole number 8, 320 feet, pretty much dead straight. Hooks up a little bit to the left at the end. I'm gonna try the Squall, mid-range. It was tracking right at the basket. We'll have to go see. So far, extremely first impressions with all these discs. Pilot, really like. Goes super straight, it's got some stability to it. Has a bead, like it for putting. The Squall, a little bit more stable than I anticipated, but it is brand new, so I expect it'll beat in over time. But it's got a nice feel to it, low profile. And then the Alpha, I only threw it once, but I think I was thrown off by the fact that it was called a power fairway driver. That description makes it sound like it's someone with a powerful arm can use that as a straight driver, which I don't really have a powerful arm, so I thought it'd be more stable. But no, I think it's more of a straight flying disc, maybe kind of like a T-bird. Not sure the speed on it. All right, this Squall got me about a 15-foot putt for birdie. 2 down through 3. Now I've come to a 428-foot par 3, hole number 9. Curves gently to the right. This would be a great time to have an understable driver or just a stable driver that you could put on an ante and flex out and get you down there. All right, Alpha, are you up for the task? So that's what I expected initially. That boy is stable. All right, a little bit choked off here. I'm gonna have to get something to turn pretty hard and then straighten out a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can go high with an Alpha, give myself a circle's edge putt. All right, that's about as good as I could do. On that approach shot that I was doing with the Alpha, I went to a fan grip, which is kind of what I do with my putters, just to give me a little more touch and feel. Plus, it takes a little bit of distance off, because if I go power grip, sometimes I can yank it a little bit too hard, go a little bit too straight. So since this was kind of in that 200-foot range, I wanted to kind of choke back on that distance. So I did a little fan grip, kind of hit the angle exactly what I wanted, and I didn't yank it too much. So just pro tip there. First bogey of the day, that's all right, still one down, got one more hole to go with this Give Me 5. hole 10. 408 feet, dead straight. Let's try it, Alpha. This time I'm gonna put it on much more of an ante, see if I can get it to flex out a little bit, keep it straight. Okay, got it to go straight. Still not 400 feet, but I see you, Alpha. Finally got a decent drive with this Alpha so I can kind of get a feel for it. I think kind of feels like a Thunderbird to me. Like it does go pretty straight. It's not super overstable like a Firebird or Excalibur or something like that, but it does have some stability to it. If you fluff it, if you don't throw it just right, it'll let you know and hook up really hard like a meat hook, but it will take some power. You can turn it over on an ante, give it enough time, it'll come back. So, all right, I see you, Alpha. Even though I'm still like 100 feet from the basket, you did your job. Parked for an easy par. All right, one down through that stretch. I'm pretty happy with that. So tune in to the one next time. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out, guys.